Hi reception, hope you've all had a great day. It's now time for a story to finish our day together. Now, next week is Pancake Day on Tuesday, so I have chosen the book today, Mr. Wolf's Pancakes. Do you like pancakes? I love pancakes. So, do you think you might have some pancakes on Tuesday? What do you think you might have on your pancakes? See if you can get your grown-up to write under the video to let me know what you like to have on pancakes. Do you like sugar or honey or chocolate sauce? I love chocolate spread on my pancakes with fruit like strawberries or blueberries. So yummy. I'm definitely going to have some pancakes on Tuesday. I love pancakes. Yum, yum. Let's have a read of the back of the book, the blurb, to find out a bit more about what's going to happen in the story. Mr. Wolf fancies some tasty pancakes, but he doesn't know how to make them. Asking his neighbours is no use. They're a mean and horrible lot who refuse to help. Poor Mr. Wolf. He has to work it out all by himself. So what happens when these nasty neighbours want to help Mr. Wolf eat his delicious pancakes? Let's have a read and find out. Okay, so one day Mr. Wolf was feeling hungry. He fancied some pancakes. Yum, yum, he said, licking his lips at the thought of a big pile of fresh, delicious pancakes. You see there, in the thinking bubble, thinking about those yummy pancakes. Mr. Wolf had never made pancakes before. So he got down his big recipe book off the shelf and looked inside. But wolves can't read very well, and Mr. Wolf had trouble making sense of it. So he went to get some help from his neighbours. He's a bit confused, bit not sure. He called on Chicken Licken, who lived nearby. "Please, can you help me read this?" he asked. "No," said Chicken Licken, slamming the door with a bang. Oh, very nice. Oh dear, sighed Mr. Wolf. He sat down, slowly read the book and worked out what he needed all by himself. Let's have a look at the illustrations, the pictures, to see what he needs. Milk, eggs and flour. So you only need 3 ingredients. You don't need very much to make pancakes. Mr. Wolf looked in his cupboard for the ingredients, but he couldn't find anything he needed. "I'll go to the shop," he decided, and he settled down to write a list. You need a shopping list when you go shopping. But wolves aren't very good at writing, so Mr. Wolf called on Wee Willie Winkie. "You're very clever," said Mr. Wolf. "Can you help me write a shopping list, please?" "No," said Wee Willie Winkie. "Go away." He slammed the door with a bang. "There's no need to be like that," said Mr. Wolf. Poor Mr. Wolf. Mr. Wolf sat down and tried very hard with his writing until he'd made his shopping list all by himself. Now, he needed to count his money to make sure he had enough. But wolves aren't very good at counting. So he went to the gingerbread man for some help. There he is. "Can you help me count my money, please?" he asked politely. "No, I'm too busy to bother with you," said the gingerbread man, slamming the door with a bang. Oh, they're very rude, aren't they, his neighbours? Not very helpful to him. So poor Mr. Wolf had to sit down and count his money. It took him a long time and he had to check it 3 times before it was right. But he did it all by himself. There he is, counting his money. There's his piggy bank. And he's had to get the coins and count them all out. Mr. Wolf needed a basket to carry his shopping, so he called on Little Red Riding Hood. There she is. "Please, may I borrow your basket?" he asked very nicely. "I'm not lending my basket to you," said Little Red Riding Hood. "Now clear off." So Mr. Wolf set off to the shop without a basket. "I'll manage," he said. Here he goes off to the shops to get his ingredients for his pancakes. Mr. Wolf went to the shop. There's the shopkeeper. Buying his eggs, his flour. He looked at his list, remembered what he needed, counted out his money and carried the eggs, milk and flour home, all by himself. There he is. Now, it was time to make the pancakes, but wolves aren't very good at cooking. So Mr. Wolf called on, oh, who lives in a house? A straw house, a stick house, and a brick house. It's the three little pigs. Please, can you help me with cooking my pancakes? I'll share them with you, he said kindly. No chance, chorused the pigs, slamming their doors. Bang, bang, bang. Mr. Wolf felt sad because nobody wanted to help him. Mr. Wolf went home and started to make the pancakes all by himself. Soon there was a huge pile of delicious pancakes on the table, all ready for eating. Yum, yum. Look at that. Oh, look, steaming hot pancakes. Oh, there he is. Flip, flip. That's the fun bit, flipping the pancakes. Now, as Mr. Wolf had been making his pancakes, a lovely smell had drifted out of the kitchen. All his neighbours could smell it and it made them very hungry. They wanted some pancakes too. They decided to try their luck. See here, look. They can smell it from their home and they're following it all the way to Mr. Wolf's house. So there it is. There's the pile of pancakes. There's the steam and the smell wafting out of his house. Oh, yummy. Making me hungry. So they knocked on Mr. Wolf's door. Give me some of your pancakes, said the rotten lot. Why should I give some to you, said Mr. Wolf. Not one of you would help me. We'll help you eat them, replied Mr. Wolf's neighbours. Anyway, we're not going away until you've given us some. So Mr. Wolf thought very hard for a moment. There was only one decent thing to do. Oh, well then, he sighed. You better come in. Mr. Wolf opened the door wide and whoosh! His greedy neighbours rudely pushed him aside and dashed down the hall. Mr. Wolf shook his head, shrugged his shoulders, followed them into the kitchen. Look. And when they were all in, Mr. Wolf gobbled them up. Snippety, 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 snappity. That was the end of the unhelpful neighbours. And then, with his bulging tummy not quite full, Mr. Wolf sat down to eat his pile of pancakes. And he did it all by himself. Gobbled them all up in one go. So that was the end of the neighbours. And, well, there was nobody else around. And that was the end of the story. I hope you enjoyed that funny story. And if you have some pancakes on Tuesday, I hope they are really yummy. See you soon. Bye.